What's happening, everybody? Griff Hamlin here from Blues Guitar Unleashed. Welcome. Thanks for joining me today. In this video, I'm going to kind of try to answer a question, actually. As a lot of my, I'll say, live videos tend to be, I tend to answer questions, and this is a good one. So the question was, which box, right? You know, the minor pentatonic scales, we have the boxes, right? So it was, which box should I use over the 4 and the 5 chord? If I use box 1 over the 1 chord, which box should I use over the 4 and 5 chord? Right away, that question tells me that there's a little bit of confusion about the boxes. So I'm going to first answer the question. Any box you want, it doesn't matter. Secondly, though, I want to explain a little bit about why, because it's important. Right? If you're going to solo, you gotta know the why. So let's say that we're in the key of G, right? I played in on the key of G today. It's one of my absolute favorite keys, just because it happens to sit comfortably. I know a lot of times we use A, but I felt like using G today. So I think where a lot of people get confused is thinking that, okay, well, you know, if I'm playing my G blues, right, over the G7 chord, the 1 chord, right, I might play that G minor blues scale. Okay? And so then the 4 chord comes along, the C9, and I think there's some misunderstanding that I somehow have to change. I don't at all. I can continue to play box 1, or I could go up to box 2, or box 3, or 4, or 5. It doesn't matter, because fundamentally, remember that all 5 boxes are just different ways to compartmentalize those same few notes. The pentatonic scale has 5 notes. Oftentimes the blues scale, we add that flat 5 to it, or that 6th note. If you look at it from a major perspective, it's a flatted 3rd. Either way, doesn't matter how you look at it, we've got that same group of notes. Okay, so if I'm playing box 1 down here, right, and I'm playing G, B flat, C, D, and F, G, B flat, C, D, F, G, B flat, C, D, F, G, B flat, right? End of story. If I go up to, say, box 4, D, F, G, B flat, C, D, F, G, B flat, C, D, F, notice it's the same 5 notes. And a lot of times, you can get the same idea. For example, right, let's say I want to go to box 3. Same notes. Same as box 1. Now, granted, it's going to sound a little different because it's on a different string set, but same notes, exact same notes. So it's kind of easy in that way. Let me just real quick. Oh, thanks, guys. Got Peter from Virginia. I thought I might actually check out. I don't always get a chance to answer some of the questions. Sometimes I'm in a hurry, but today I'm not. So I just want to see. I got some Facebook folks on here. Don, Charles, Kenneth. Great to see you, everybody. This is great. Hey, Tony. Good to see everybody. So fundamentally, like I say, ooh, Virgin Islands. Wow, Michael, that's cool. That's really far away. That's neat. So fundamentally, this is kind of how it works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put on the jam track that I was playing on the way in. By the way, some of you have asked the jam tracks that I often use. I do sell some jam tracks on my website. This particular one comes from a a package called 5x5 blues jam tracks, and so it's 5 different keys in 5 different feels. And I tend to use this a lot. The reason I made it is because I want to use it a lot. It's the 5 most common keys and the 5 most common feels. So obviously it's a set of jam tracks that works really well for a lot of situations. So I'm going to throw down, this is a slow blues in G. All right. So what I'm going to do is start out with box 1, okay? And as you can tell, it works just fine. Now here comes the 4 chord. Notice that I don't have to change anything. Even over the 4 and the 5 chords, I can stay here in one place, okay? But what you might discover is that you want to get a little bit more real estate. Okay, so maybe I start on box 1. And then maybe when it comes up, maybe I want to get more real estate. So maybe I go up a little higher. And now my solo's been going on a little more. So that's really more how I think about it. It's more in terms of the flow of the solo as a whole. And now it's the 3rd chorus, so maybe I want even more. Right, and so now I'm in box 1 again, but I'm up higher. Right, and now maybe my solo's coming to a close, so I kind of want to wrap it up. So here's my climax. And now I'm going to bring it down. Right, now I'm going to let somebody else go. Okay, so notice that I'm choosing which box I want to use based almost entirely on what I call the story form of my solo, and not at all based on what the chord is that's going on right now. It's all about where I want to sit on the fretboard, whether I want to get higher, and I'm building because I'm going from chorus to chorus to chorus, and nothing to do with, okay, I'm on the 1 chord here, or the 4 chord here, or the 5 chord here. At the end, it's playing the 5 chord, and I'm way up here on the high squeaky fret in box 2, because that's where I am in the overall theme of my overall solo. So it's helpful to know before you start your soloing, kind of have a plan. Am I only going to take 1 chorus? Am I maybe going to take 2? Am I going to take 3? Am I going to take 4? Because you're going to want to build out that tension. You're going to want to give it some time to breathe. If you've got 36 bars that you're going to play, then you're going to want to stay low for a while and build it up as the solo progresses. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully maybe that answers that question about, which box to use and when and why. And hope you've enjoyed it, and I look forward to seeing you again real soon. As always, you can check out bluesguitarunleashed.com. I will leave some links near the description of this video, depending on where you're seeing it. As always, if you have guitar playing friends and you think they would dig it, I hope you'll share it with them. And I look forward to seeing you again real soon. Take care.